Hi, party people. Welcome to Interviews with a Butterfly. I'm Smiley Sandy, and I'm so excited to welcome you to our interview with a butterfly today. This series is all about shining a light on the incredible stories of the amazing people who've joined Team Butterflies with LeReve. Each interview is a chance to discover their why, hear about the special moments that make this journey meaningful, and celebrate the unique paths that brought them here. Whether you're looking for inspiration, motivation, or just a heartfelt connection, you're in the right place. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's meet today's beautiful butterfly. Welcome, Bev.
Hi, Smiley Sandy, and yes, it's Bubbly Bev here.
So, Bubbly Bev is our founding member of Team Butterflies, and today she's going to share her origin story. I've been watching too many Marvel movies. So, the back to the beginning of how she came to be a LeReve consultant and how that journey has transformed her into the butterfly that she is today. So, Bev, thank you so much for coming along today.
Thanks, Sandy. So yes, I am Bubbly Bev, born and brought up in Fiji, and my LeRev journey started when I was in Sydney. We had just moved into our new home in Erskine Park, and I was a stay-at-home mum. I had two beautiful children, and I was so ready to be that stay-at-home mum. My background was banking. I was a banker, so money was not an issue. I had saved and put away money for my rainy day, if you like, because that's what my parents taught me, save for a rainy day. And my husband then had a great job, lots of income coming into the family home, although I never saw where it went. Hold that thought. And life is good. And then I realized that there's only so much of nappies and diapers one could handle. And I needed that mental stimulation, that female energy, that corporate world that I belonged in. I wasn't quite prepared to return to the corporate world. So I started looking for something to do. And lo and behold, the universe delivered a LeRev invitation in my letterbox. My neighbor, a few doors down the road, put this little invite in the letterbox and said, Bev, come along and meet the neighbors. So I went along on a rainy, cold winter's night in July to meet the neighbours in Erskine Park, as well as I met LeRev there. I saw this gorgeous aromatherapy range sitting on the table, and the consultant that was presenting sold me the concept. So that's how my LeRev journey started.
Wow, that's amazing. So, your vision has always been to empower women like yourself. When you started out, so in that moment, you were a caterpillar. So, can you share a little bit with us of your journey from caterpillar to butterfly and as a mum, finding your way in the world, how that journey went with
Okay.
LeReve as well?
So when I first joined, I knew nobody in Erskine Park. I didn't have any friends. I was big with no friends. So the reason I really joined was to make friends and to meet women. Like I honestly earlier said, money was not an issue for us then. So that's what I had ventured out to do, was to meet neighbors, meet women, and make friends. But along the way, life happens, as it happens to everyone. Life happened for me, and my marriage broke up. So suddenly I was a single mum. And yes, I was the caterpillar then. And I had to go into my cocoon. I had to go into my dark space and learn and grow and feed and then come out on the other end as a butterfly when I was ready. So I guess that was the process of the butterfly's existence coming into reality for me. Yes, I had to return to full time work there for a short while, which I did. And I structured my diary pretty well to have do pre-prepare meals, to organize support, to connect with my vibe, because remember I was meeting women now, and set up a network of people around me that I could get that support and have and build on my dream and my vision, if you like.
That's just amazing. So I myself work full time and I just, so you had the kids full time. And so you worked full time during the week, and then you had your LeReve side hustle business as well that you were growing because you had a vision. So take us through just a bit of the, I guess, the details, the admin and mechanics of how that works.
So for those of that, to those of you that train with me, you'll always know I'll always hold up my diary. I have a little diary which can actually fit into my handbag. So I take my diary everywhere with me. You have to be, I have to personally be very structured. So every Sunday night, I would sit and plan my week ahead with my LeReve business, with my personal life, with my working corporate life, and then, of course, with my children and their activities. So meal planning was a huge thing because, kids have to eat. Time management is huge. You've got to really manage your time well. There were times where I couldn't do no LeReve of a weeknight, but I met people at lunchtime because I had that 1 hour lunch break. So, and I was working in Parramatta at that time, so it was pretty central. And, I could meet either hostesses, customers, or sparkles during my lunch break. So I was very, very structured. And I also tapped into that deeper vision of one day running my own business and having, this was just a short term fix for me.
So what did the kids think while all of this was going on?
The kids played a major role in the business. One of the things I always got them to do was to do a vision board for themselves. I'm very big on vision boards, and I would give them the Women's Weekly or the newspaper or the junk mail that comes in, and I would get them to pick out what they wanted, and they would put that onto a vision board, and then that way they knew what was in it for them. It was yes, we were going through our hard time, but they always knew what was in it for them. One of the biggest things I guess I achieved in that phase of being in a cocoon was our overseas trip to Thailand. I took the kids with me on a LeReve paid overseas convention, if you like, which the kids absolutely loved.
I must admit I remember that because that was back when I met you 20 something years ago. And we were in Phuket in Le Meridian and the kids were running up and down the beach. And yeah, that has inspired me in my vision for my life now as a single mum working full time. And so the kids were certainly seeing a benefit from LeReve in things like the overseas travel. But I mean, did you have a mortgage? How did that work?
I certainly did have a mortgage. I mean, when we were living together, yes, I had a mortgage. Then I went onto rental property, but I had said to myself, give me a year and I will be up and running in my own home. But in all honesty, it happened within 6 months because I put the hard yard in. And the day I bought my own home in my own name, not only did I buy one property, but I actually settled two properties on the one day, which I thought was actually quite, I don't know how I did it looking back now, but I did. And remember back in the day, we didn't have social media, we didn't have emails, we didn't have all these social distractions. So, yes, I call it distractions now, and I'll touch on that in a minute. So I had when I was traveling, picking the children up from school, dropping them off, I always had CDs, motivational CDs running in the car. So I either had Tony Robbins running, which my children can just talk the Tony Robbins language right now if you ask them, or I had the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People running on a disc. So they were, as much as they were sitting in the back seat, but they were taking it all in. They were taking it all in. And I can honestly say it has inspired them and it's helping them on their journey as young adults now. Talking about social media, it's no longer a distraction. In fact, if you use social media to your advantage now, post COVID, it's amazing how you can, from small things, big things grow.
That's amazing. And I know I've learnt so much from you as you're my mentor and my guide. And you've coached me with my children to get them to put the stickers on the books and participate in the business. And I can see how you've taught your children things like goal setting with the vision boards. And so LeRev really was the fun money, wasn't it?
It certainly was. It definitely was the fun money initially. My full-time corporate job took care of the mortgage, but even putting food on the table or kids sports, or my daughter was growing up as well, so it's like jewelry, makeup, all those extra things which we sometimes put on hold.
Right. And LeReve brought all of those into your family for you.
Yep, definitely. Holidays was a big one. Holidays was the big one, or it still is the big one.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about holidays. You do have LeReve, your LeReve team butterflies family all over the country. So how have you fostered that culture of support and friendship on your journey from Bev with no friends is inspired by a little box of aromatherapy oils to now?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I have done in my time a lot of networking. I've attended lots of networking groups and I've made lots of friends and business acquaintances through there. As far as our team goes, yes, we're spread all over Australia. We're in Tasmania, Adelaide, Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. Any opportunity I get, I jump on a flight and I'm there to support the team and to party with them. We love to party is one of our hashtags. So we organize events, we organize business events, we organize dinners, we organize. I even organize to take my team shopping. So
I'm
sometimes just something as small as going shopping, means a lot to a lot of people, and I love doing that.
Oh, look, I must admit, I think my last trip that I did for work, I hung around for an extra day and it was just coffee, cake, you, me, and one other butterfly. And then we went into a shop and I don't know, I was looking for a jacket or something. Then a song came on and next thing we're dancing. So that is that essence, isn't it, of Team Butterflies. So on your journey, what are some of the most memorable or heartwarming moments in that journey that remind you of why you're so passionate about building this community of wonderful butterflies friends?
One of the things that I love doing in the team is empowering women, empowering our team. And as you heard before, we go away on seminars and conventions. Yeah. One of the things I love is I know my name gets called out, for an award, but what what I love and what makes my heart flutter is when my girls are lined up with me. So I love that. I love to see the team being recognized because I'm very much a team player. So it's not just about me standing there and getting the accolades. It's about the girls, marching up, and we all running and hugging it and kissing each other. So that's in the business world. In my personal life, one of my biggest highlights was when I recently turned 60. Um, all my leaders flew in, and I don't know where everybody slept, but I mean, we had a great time here at my home. And of course, I had cousins and other friends here as well. So we had a sleepover, a slumber party. It's never too late to have a slumber party. Slumber parties is usually with the kids at school and the teenagers, but hey, we did it as adults. And then we partied down at the Gold Coast. Like that was a lot of fun and that meant a lot to me.
That was a fantastic party. And of course, we all got dressed up and there was dancing and eating. So is everyone seeing there's a theme here? So I'm following in your footsteps. I am now a single mum who works full time and I'm building my LeReve business as a butterfly. So, what message would you share with women who are at that caterpillar stage in their lives, or maybe even in their dark phase, and they're looking to find their own path to empowerment?
Definitely, I would say finding your tribe. It's very important to find your tribe. Connecting with like minded women. I think that's quite important so that you're not kind of left behind. Working with somebody who has already walked your path. So somebody who is not just talking about it, but it's actually walking the talk. That's quite important as well. And basically pick their brains and see how you can tweak it and bring it into your lifestyle. And at this stage, I would say joining Team Butterflies would be the way to go, Sandy.
Absolutely. And I love all the tools that you've given us, like vision boards, and it's not CDs anymore of Tony Robbins in the car, but it's certainly podcasts. So it is a wonderful, supportive community, and I do thank you very much, Bev, from the bottom of my heart for building this amazing team, for having that strong vision, and giving us all of the tools that we have: food, coffee, cake, dancing, and to have this wonderful community of friends. So thank you so much for sharing your origin journey today. We will come back and hear about the second chapter of your LeReve life in our next interview. So we will say bye for now.
Thanks so much,
And
Sandy,
so,
for that.
and so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed hearing Bev's incredible story today and feeling the love and connection that makes Team Butterflies so special. If something she shared resonated with you, or if you're curious about starting your own journey with LeReve, we would love to have a chat with you, maybe even over coffee and cake. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what inspired you the most. And if you want to see more of what Team Butterflies are up to, join our Partyholics Facebook group. I'll put the link below, and follow along with all of our fun and adventures, #butterflies style. So remember, we all have the power to spread our wings and create something beautiful. So until next time, take care and keep shining bright like a butterfly.
Awesome, Sandy. Your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly.
That is our motto. Thank you, Bev.